Tonight's the night for football, everybody. The bright lights are on, the stage is set, and the crowd is ready. It's Monday Night Primetime on EA Sports. As the work week kicks off tonight, another week of football comes to an end with a Monday Night Primetime contest. It's the Chicago Bears and the Philadelphia Eagles. Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And here we go on Monday Night Primetime. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. Offense out now to get us started. It's 1st and 10.
What is up?
It's the former Pitt Panther. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And that's a Chicago first down.
Kind of seems to me like somebody was just kind of waiting for prime time. Brought his best out with the very first carry and got us off and running.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down. They give it to him again. He dodged the tackle. He's all the way across midfield down inside that 45-yard line. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's good for a Bears first down.
You want to drain some of the excitement, some of the noise from a home stadium? That's exactly how you do it when you go on the road. Run it right down their throat from the jump.
First down, Williams. Escapes the pocket. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down.
That may not look like much, and on tomorrow's grade sheet, it'll just be an S for satisfactory. But that's a good decision. Know where to go with the ball, and don't put it in harm's way.
Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's brought down after a tremendous effort just to get a couple of yards. He's holding 3 that time. That's going to bring up 3rd and 7.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down, here's Williams. Pass brought in by Burton. They haul him down just a foot or two shy of the red zone. He goes as a gain of 19 yards. And that's a Chicago first down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Only able to get back to the line on that first down play, so no gain. That's a nice quick correction for this front row. Give up the big play and then get a little back on the very next one.
Exactly the kind of response you want to see from your defense. You got to forget about the big play for now and stay focused on that next snap.
Out of the gun, here's Williams. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And he works this to the 15 before they make the stop.
I call this quarterback's best friend. Some call it a safety valve, some call it automatic, but it's sure nice as a quarterback when you've got a trusty running back over the middle of the field that you can depend on.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Williams from the gun. And it's almost picked and taken the other way. Took that check down throw for granted, didn't he? Well, he paid for it. It's 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on. All in all, Kate, let's call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him a lead.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he got all of that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Saquon Barkley. He's only able to carry this forward for about 3 yards.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Should have been a catch downfield, but off his hands and to the ground it goes. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And it's 3rd down.
6 yards to go.
He had him, Brock. Throw was on target. Gotta help your guy out early in the game, right?
Yeah, it's not on the quarterback. I think we can all see that. That was a catchable ball. But I've got a feeling he'll volunteer to take some of the blame anyway. That's just the way he's wired.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. It's complete to Garrett. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped on his own side at the 49. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense lets that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. Man, did he make an impact play.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. It just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. This could have been much, much more exciting.
Let's get to that wide complete. Near the sideline at the 30, still going. And he's taken out of the mountains. He gets it down near the red zone. It's a gain of 27 yards to move the chains.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
1st down, around with Barkley. Well, a lot of effort there, Parker, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Where one defender failed, well, his buddy was there to swarm to the ball and make that play just as it gets to the line of scrimmage.
Nothing doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. Hits him on the out route. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line.
I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Connection made to Shaheed. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles pull ahead 6-3 in the 1st. Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Eagles one up the opposing field goal. They start with 7 on their opening drive. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Has this at the 6. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he goes out of bounds short of the 45, but still in excellent shape across the 40.
When you get contributions like that out of your kickoff returner, it is such a boost to an offense. This is about showing no fear, hitting the lane hard, a determined run back, and setting your offense up with great field position.
Taking a chance to the end zone. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. Jeff Jones has got it.
You know, Kate, one of the tenets of the West Coast system that I was fortunate to play in, touchdown to check down. Touchdown to check down. You get in the red zone, it's touchdown to check down. You can't put the ball in harm's way. That's a brilliant job by the defense with their coverage, baiting the quarterback into the throw. But you got to sail that one into the stands. Touchdown or check down. You can't possibly give an interception in that situation.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense. Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you call 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
Gave away a couple on the first down run. Now it's going to be 2nd and 12. Hurts setting up to throw. That's caught with Saquon Barkley. Just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Kyle left Yeti. Truman. Kyle left Yeti.
That's going to do it for our first quarter here on Monday Night Primetime. 7-3 is our score. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll be set up with 3rd and only 1. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And his short game gets them a new set of downs.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that first down right there.
Got first down from the 31.
Kyle left Yeti.
Barkley off the pistol again. And he's able to power this forward, but they stop him at the 2 yards.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, with the transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7.
No touchdown.
They go to Barkley again. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
So much to like about that run, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
Nice run last play. Sets up 2nd and 2.
Great. Kyle left Yeti.
This time it's a passing play. Bears getting close, and they're going to take him down. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down.
In theory, Kate, that's exactly what complementary man coverage is supposed to look like. The DBs, well, they're sticky on the back end of it. The front end, that pass rush, it makes an impact. It gets home. But, of course, we know, without that simple, it is really tough to lock down a full field in more than a second or two.
It won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with first and goal.
First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Great, set. And anyway, that.
Barkley. And he falls through the defense for a touchdown. The Eagles pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. Elliott on now to attempt the point after. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles drive their lead to 11. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Returnable from the 1. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. First call here coming from the shotgun. On play action, here's Williams. That's Pickett. Spinning away, and he lost the football. Oh, they got it back. They can try and shout for something. And he not only recovers the fumble, Brock, but he's able to get back beyond the line of scrimmage, too. Ooh, so close to a big play defensively there, Brock, but now these guys got to stay out there. They were unable to bring in the fumble. They just forced.
They do. Got to bring a little bit of juice, but kind of like a boxer when they get a guy cut, they know. Man, if I get that first cut, I can make them bleed. And you get that ball out the first time, I guarantee you, I promise you, those guys are thinking they'll get it the next.
Completes it again to Pickens. Not a lot of room for him. He makes it to the 34. Jack Jones making that tackle.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to third down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. And now they're left with 4th and short. Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And there won't be a return here. This punt is out of bounds. They'll say inside the 40. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line. 1st and 10. Hurts the throw. Finds him over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker. And that hit prevents a first down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards. A great call in a short yardage situation right there, Brock, and that was exactly the type of front that defense needed to have.
Yeah, I agree with you. I love the X's and O's of it, and then even more, the guys going out there and executing it, pulling the trigger to create that loss.
To the line, here's 3rd and 3.
Great, set. And anyway, that.
Back to throw, Hurts. Splits a couple of defenders and completes it. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Hey, easy, 63. Truman.
No play action. Here's Hurts. Brought in. And he's going to be up 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
First and 10, it's Hurts. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27.
Okay, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give your quarterback his numbers, and you could find a completion just like that.
Entire playbook is open here, Brock. It is second and inches.
Good, set. 180. No touch.
Dive play straight ahead. He's got it in the red zone. And he is into the end zone for a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles boat racing them to the halftime locker room. Added on by Elliott. And the Eagles push their lead to 18. All set for the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's first and 10. Working from the gun, Williams. Buys time, rolling right. He's taking a shot down the sideline. Cut at the 20-yard line. He is inside the 20, down to the 19-yard line. The Bears decide to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
The analytics are pretty clear. It's hard to move the ball in this league with short little dinks and dunks. You've got to get the explosive jump. You got to get the big play. You got to throw to the outside. Gets the job done.
And not much more there. He's down to the 15-yard line. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up second and 7.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's second and 7. Williams to throw. Completed over the middle. He's close, but he is stout before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. Timeout Chicago. It uses its seconds. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
This is one of those kind of win-win situations. Both sides feel good. There's an offense, I get a completion. I get a win. There's a defense, I keep everything in front of me. I make the tackle for a short gain. I get a win, too. Sometimes you can't get to win-win.
And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal. The Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Downs to get this across. Here's first and goal. To throw, Williams. The Mets got it. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears chop some of the lead off before the half. Manage that clock beautifully down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. To return this, Rashid Shaheed. He's brought down just inside the 25.
Rashid Shaheed on the return. The Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Probably looking at our final snap of the half here on first down.
No touch it. No touch.
Looking to throw. He fires one deep down the right sideline. This final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half. Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Great.
Third quarter's going to start with a run by Barkley. And they'll stop him after he picks up 4 to begin this drive.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gives you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground, you can throw beyond the sticks, you really create some indecision now defensively.
Hey, let's go. Crowd up, yes.
This is complete. Downfield to Smith. And they get this down at the 44 before he stops. 16 yards on the play. And that's good for an Eagles first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
No touch.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he works it down inside the 40. That's a run of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
2nd and a yard.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down.
No touch it.
They give now out of the shotgun. And they're going to be set up just outside that red zone. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Great. Set. No touch.
Barkley trying with something up. Only gets a yard there to make it 2nd and 9.
One thing I can say positive about the execution of that play is at least you didn't go backwards.
2nd and 9. At the 21
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Great. Set. No touch.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Ooh, would have been a big gainer if they connected, but they could not. Instead, 3rd down coming up.
This defense, they had a plan, and they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down.
Great. Set. No touch.
3rd and long for him here. He goes down. The Bears got it. And they're staring at a 4th down now after that sack.
Hey, 3rd down, I get it. Give your quarterback some freedom, right, to make a play, even if he's got to work backwards. But it can blow up in your face as it did right there when nothing opens up.
A 49-yard attempt.
That was a miss. So he hung it out right at that upright. And the game stays at 11.
Gosh, it didn't look like anything was wrong with that snap or hold either. He just rushed it a bit, and it winds up off the mark.
They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. They'll run here from the gun. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. I'm a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Williams from the gun. This one falls incomplete.
As that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of use it out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these, really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
No connection on the last play. Now it's third down. Here he goes, third and long. That's Cox. This is Loveland. Through the middle. And he takes this in. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears start the second half with some needed points. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they could score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
Williams has his guys set, looking to tack on two to that touchdown.
The Bears will line up for the
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they get the two-point conversion. Nice catch in the end zone there. They're back within a field goal now. Critical two-point play there, Brock. The conversion puts them now in range of tying this sucker up with a field goal.
So different for everybody in the building, right? A three-point game, and especially different for the kicker. He wasn't needed there. But get yourself ready. Your defense does the job. You may need a game-tying field goal at some point soon.
And he wasn't chancing the return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They go play fake with Hurts. Escapes out to the left. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
Following the incompletion, we stay at the 35. It's 2nd and 10. Middle of the field, and he's got Shaheed. They're going to be set up with a first down after a nice gain there as he's down by contact.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Football on that 47-yard line, first down.
Great.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. The presence of those tight ends works both ways, Brock. You know this. Gives them more blockers up front, but it also clues the defense in to be ready for that run.
Yeah, you could put 7 blockers up there, even put 8, I don't know, 9. All the blockers in the world, but if they don't work in concert together to create a lane, it doesn't matter.
Here we go, second down.
Great, set. Chillin'.
Hurts looking to throw. And defenders arriving in support to finish it off at the line.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
No touch that. Crowd left Yeti. Hey, 73. No touch.
Throw here, 3rd down. And he let his man too much there, Brock. Incomplete, 4th down coming up.
That is just a nice stretch of some reps there defensively. Really one of the areas, when you watch college game to the NFL game, that there is a vast difference. That's the tightness of coverage. These windows of opportunity are small, and they could not find a completion.
And they'll down this kick at the 11-yard line, so long field ahead on this next possession. Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Ball back in the backfield, and they give it to him. He hits the lane perfectly for an 8-yard pickup. It's 2nd down.
That run may not have got you a first. Sure, nice little run to set the table.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
After that little 8-yard scooch, here comes 2nd and 2. With the 1st down yardage.
Easily had the yardage for a first, but he was hungry for a lot more. I think that tackle prevented something that was going to be a lot bigger than just a 1st down pickup.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Shotgun, gets to Swift. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Kobe Dean in on the tackle.
Well, I'll steal a line from one of my buddies, but I'm going to quote him. Mark Schler, 2-time Super Bowl winner, says if you want to run the ball, you got to keep running the ball. And that's a perfect example of it. Don't get tired. Don't get mad at gaining 4 yards. It's a run that can set up even more in the run game.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. The gun. Here's Williams. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
5 men out in the secondary for the Eagles on 3rd down. All right, we've reached the final quarter of Monday Night Primetime. The Bears have the ball, and they're going to need to score. They come in trailing. Third and 4 coming up now. The Bears decide to call their first time out. And they still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. The Eagles into the nickel, 3rd down coming. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Complete beyond the mark. And they'll stop him here, but not before he gets out to the 47-yard line. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate. But the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down. And that right there is about the best you can hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, brother, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
First down, he met. No gain on that first down run.
Yeah, that defense was flying to the ball. You see that outside toss. This is a pursuit drill that they work on over and over again. Get to that toss before it can really get started.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9. To throw is Williams. He's trying to push the field. Caught just shy of the goal line. He's going to be hauled down at the 2, and that sets up 1st and goal.
Well, the offense wanted to spark, and he delivered a lightning bolt. Huge gain that totally changes the tone of this drive.
Chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. He finds it right side. Touchdown, Chicago. The Bears take a fourth-quarter lead. The impact this guy has had on this game, Brock, has been massive. They'd be on the comeback trail right now if it wasn't for his 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that second one far bigger than his first when you just look at the game circumstances. Puts them in front here in the second half. It's a little jet fuel in the engines of their defense.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. They'll start this one out with Barkley. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Go
At the
Silver,
35-yard line.
Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. Hurts now from the gun. That's completed right side. Down to the 10. And he gets in. Touchdown, Philadelphia. The Eagles take a fourth-quarter lead. A.J. Brown, the touchdown. Is to go up by a field goal here in the 4th. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Eagles push their lead to 3. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Bronx. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. 1st and 10. Plowing up the middle. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. Throwing the out route, complete. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down.
Signals, and looks like we've got a timeout before that first down play. We'll see how judicious they choose to be with that final timeout. 1st and 10, ball set up at the 48. Working from the gun, Williams. Has it in close. And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Now there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Williams set to pass. It's caught on the left sideline. This play is nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside, hand off to Swift. That's the tackle. He's got space ahead. And here he is forward here for a 9-yard gain. 2nd down coming up.
That result right there is why coaches all across all levels of football and defense talk about good, solid tackling, Kate. It's not just to hear themselves talk. It's to make sure that when you can bring a guy down, you're able to keep them from piling on those yards. Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
So new set of downs. Here we go. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Look how really happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
Now Williams. Completed to his running back. And he's not going to get the first. He made it real close, though, didn't he, bro? It's a gain of 5, third down coming up.
You know, Kate, it is so hard on these defenses to try to keep an eye and monitor on these running backs when they leave the backfield, especially if he's waiting to chip a defender or delays in the start of his route. He's really an underrated part of their overall passing game.
So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Bears trail by a field goal. He's going to be play number 9 of this drive, and we could see a 10th if they can get a yard here on third down. He's back to throw. Completes it again to Pickens. And he's going to have enough for the first down, not by much. You got it. That's all that matters. Sets him up with a first and goal.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on third down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Got that chip shot in their back pocket to tie it. A chance at the lead here first, though. First and goal. They look to throw it. Oh, again, it looks like a pick, but they drop it. A chance to steal it away in the end zone. Just can't finish the play.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, he just couldn't quite hang on.
Here he is to throw. That one connects. And in for the Chicago touchdown. The Bears jump in front late. Now a crucial point after to stretch the lead beyond a field goal. And it's good, so they take the lead, and the extra point buys them some breathing room. A field goal does not tie it now.
Eagles 28.
Santos has it all teed up and ready to send this away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Set.
Back to throw. Short pass brought in. And he has it right near midfield here. It's about a yard short. They gain 14 on the play. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Good offenses. Good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him on a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, then go to work after.
1st and 10 from a yard shy of midfield. Setting up to pass. Fires right away, but incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So it'll be 2nd down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Inside 90 seconds to play. Here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And again, it's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. Looking for his running back, and 2 straight incompletions. It made this 3rd down.
That play right there, Kate, that just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted. Even some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Now to throw. That's complete to Goddard. And this one's right down to the 33 before being stopped. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
Eagles first down.
Hurts throwing again. Hauled in by Goddard, left side. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Bears going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. 2nd and 3 now. Reed here to Barkley. And he gets this forward to the 19. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
It's a gain of 8. That's another Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to it. And they'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down. Eagles hustling everyone back to the line.
2 yards on the pickup. It's
operating from the gun. Here's Hurts. On the move, hit it right. He's going to keep it this time. And it's another first down on this drive. Man, this time they're into 1st and goal. The Eagles decide to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here, 1st and goal. Throwing here, Hurts. Chases out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down.
I'll give this quarterback credit. He bought as much time as he could, but eventually, the only option left was to throw it away.
After the incomplete pass, here's 2nd and goal.
Let's go. Trimmer.
Back to throw, Hurts. And he's in, and that's a touchdown. And with almost no time left, he just likely won this game. Extra point upcoming. This to put it to a field goal game. And he shakes out the pressure to nail the point after, and now an opposing field goal would only tie this game. Set for the kickoff. And this is going to be a touchback, Brock, so we'll see what they decide to do with the final seconds they've got left here. Some nice field position here. Bears getting set. 1st and 10. Out of the gun. Here's Williams. Maybe a bit of desperation. Here's a deep shot. And that is incomplete. 8 seconds left now.
So that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays down the field.
2nd and 10 now. Williams. Rotates him to the sideline, but he gets both feet in with the catch.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.